friends, welcome to my channel Animated Study.
In earlier video, we have seen arrays and linked list. Array and linked list are linear data structure. So we are storing element one by one, and elements have a previous element and next element. So it is easy to store in the memory. But how you can store the tree in the memory? Here you can see binary tree, because tree have a parent child relationship that is not like a next and previous element. So here we can see the binary tree in which all parents element have a at most two child. So here in the tree 10 is the root element and having two child 20 and 30. Element 20 has also two child, that is 40 and 50. Element 30 has also two child, that is 60 and 70. So how you can represent this binary tree into array or linked list? So that is known as the binary tree representation. So let's see it one by one. So if you want to store your binary tree using array, so since we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 element, we are taking array from 0 to 6. So to store the binary tree into array form, we have to scan the entire binary tree in level by level fashion. So we will start from 10, that is root element. So we will store the root element at 0 index. Next we are going to the second level. We will get 20. So 20 will be copy into the first index. Then we are moving ahead. We are getting 30. So we will store 30 on second index. Then we are moving to the next level in which we are getting 40. So we will store 40 on third index. Then moving ahead, we will get 50. So 50 we will store on fourth index. Then we will get 60. 60 we will store on fifth index. And then we will get the 70. So we will store it on the index number 6 in the array. So this is the easy way to store all the elements from the tree into the array form. So here how to get child of the parents. So from this array representations, you can find the left child using this simple formula. You have to take the parent index and multiply with the 2 and you add 1. You will get the left child. So if you want a left child of a root element, so your root element index is 0. So if you want to get the left child of root element, you put index of parent, that is 0. So 2 multiplied by 0, that is 0 plus 1. So left child is equal to 1. So you will get the left child of root element on the first index. Similarly, you are getting right child is equal to 2 multiplied by 0, that is 0 plus 2. That means right child is equal to 2. That means on second index you are getting the right child of the root. Similarly, if you want to get the left child of this node, that is node 30, since 30 is on second index, you take parent is equal to 2. So you are getting 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. So you are getting left child on the fifth index. So you can see here 60 is on the fifth index. And if you want to get the right child of the node 30, you will take parent index as a 2, that is 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4, plus 2, that is 6. So right child you will get on the sixth index. So it is easy calculation for getting the left child and right child. So you can preserve all relationship of parents and child using array representation. If your given binary tree is not complete or full, you have a no node at the right side of this element. So you have to keep that index blank. So here you can say index 4, that is right child of this node, is left blank. Similarly, if there is no right child of element 30, you have to take A6 as a blank. So that is limitations of array representations. When you don't have a child, even you have to allocate the memory and you are not storing anything in the memory. Other disadvantage of array representation is if you want to add the elements into array, you have to redefine entire array with the larger size. So to eliminate this limitation, we will take the, that is, binary tree representations using linked list. So here we will take the node like this, in which we have a data part and two pointers. One pointer, that is left pointer, that is pointing to the left child, and you have a right pointer that is pointing to the right child. So typical node structure is like this, in which you have a structure of node in which you have a one pointer that is pointing the node up the left side. Then you have a data part, and then you have another pointers that is pointing the node of right side. So here we will take this node as a root node. So we are storing 10 into the data part. Since we have not inserted any node at left and right side, we are taking left and right pointer as null. Now we are adding the new node, that is 20. So we will take 20 as a data part and left and right pointer as null. Since this node is on address 130, now you update the left pointer link to 130. So now your root is connected to the left child using the link 130. Now you are taking the right node of the root node, that is 30. So you're taking the left pointer null, right pointer null. Since the address of this node is 900, you update the right pointer of root element, that is 900. Now you take the next node, that is 40. So you take left and right as a null. Since the address of this node is 850, you take its parent left pointer as a 850. Now you are taking next node, that is 50, in which you take left pointer null, right pointer null. Since this node is on 410, you take its parent right pointer as a 410. Moving further for the next node, that is 60, in which you have a address 250. Left and right both you are taking as a null, and update the left pointer of its parent as a 250. Moving ahead, the last node, that is 70, you take left and right pointer null, and since the address of this node is 370, you take its parent node right pointer 370. Here in this representation, the first element address that is important for us, that is known as the root node. So root is storing address 100. So from the root, you can find the element having value 10. If you want to access the left child, you can see the left pointer, that is 130. So from that you can reach to the left node. If you want to access the right child, you just move to the right pointers, that is 900. You will jump onto the address 900 and you will get the right child. From this right child, if you want to access the left child of this child, then you just move to the 250 address, so you can reach to the 60. In this way, if you know the address of root, you can traverse along with the tree. So this is what the simple representations of binary tree using linked list. Here the advantage of this representation is if you want to delete the node 70, you can release this memory and put null instead of 370 in the parent node. And other things, that if you want to add the element, you can easily add it. Suppose if you want to add the elements beyond 40, so you can add the element and its address, if it is 350, so you update the left pointer of parent node and you can connect the new node. So this is what all about the linked list representations of binary tree. So if you like this video, subscribe my channel and share the video, and don't forget to press the bell icon for my new video notifications. Thanks for watching.